Welcome to this channel. The channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So, yesterday I shared this YouTube. Stop to genocide the 1850 anti-Qing Wing Chun Emei connections for personal gain. And so today, as I share in that YouTube, I'm going to continue on and get into technical. Okay? So, let's go. So after I shared this YouTube yesterday, already many old-timer Wing Chun friends have already contacted me because they have watched it. They already contacted me. And so they encouraged me, they asked me to share more. So today I share the second part of it. And I'm sharing this is not about revenge, those kind of stuff. I'm sharing this for educations because they are trap, major trap. Today in Wing Chun, in Chinese Kung Fu, in Qigong, people fall into it. And once you get inside there, you're over if you don't get out from it. So, first thing, let's review our Wing Chun motto first. 念頭不正，終身不正. If your mindfulness, your heart is not proper, your entire life will be improper. Meaning that if you don't have mindfulness, you don't know what you do and you don't know your emotions, you don't know your heart, your entire life will be improper, meaning that it's out of control. Run by something else. Run by misunderstanding, run by uh, emotion, run by hatred, run by jealousy, run by lying. So it is very important for us, Wing Chuners. We better develop the mindfulness as I have already shared with you in past few videos. Without that, you know you never win. And you know you're only going to be losing. Now, today I like to share with you the first thing is about a Chinese term called 狐假虎威. One need to watch out for this. There are plenty of so-called experts out there, be in Chinese Kung Fu, Qigong, internal art, Wing Chun. They are like a fox. They are making use of whoever behind them and to show that like they are the spokesman of the God. So everything has to be according to them. And they're gonna judge everybody. You are wrong, you are wrong, you are do not accord to the God's dog line. But they are just a fox. They are not the tiger. And all the animals fly away because people are afraid of the tiger. And so you are many people like that. If you have seafood like that, then you know it's trouble. This type of seafood have no idea what they are doing, but they have all dog line. I am a witch grandmaster's student. I learn with this witch grandmaster. My grandmaster is so. They tell all those story of the past to their students and so forth, so forth. And you know, they might have run a very extremely big school, but there's nothing there. So in Chinese Kung Fu, you have this type of thing. You can see it a lot. So it's called 狐假虎威. The Indian 狐假虎威, meaning the fox pretend to have the power of the tiger, describe someone who used their power powerful connection or influence to intimidate others. It suggests that they are not inherently powerful, but rely on backing of someone strong to appear intimidate or even cheating, lying. People don't support them, but they say they just make claim. It's like I tell you a story. I have a Zen master, a Zen patriarch, Buddhist monk teacher. So there's this person, a real estate broker. So happened, he put the my teacher's picture in his office. So every time when a customer come, he will bow to my teacher's picture first. So that is like, and people look at they know my teacher who is the the Zen patriarch and thinking, oh, this guy must be good, must be honest. Why? Because they are making use of my sifu. So that's what it is. So this Hu Jia Hu Wei, the fox pretend to have power of the tiger. It's like that. So it mislead all the student and all this thing. Now, in simple term, it means hiding behind a powerful friend, using someone else's strength to scare or bully other, borrowing someone else's power, not having your own strength, but rely on reputations or influence of other, using your connection to intimidate, flashing your powerful contact to make other afraid. Like you're knowledgeable, expert, and then you can say whatever you want. You are the expert. That's what I just shared with you. There are people like that making use of my teacher. Real. In Kung Fu, a lot of things is that too. Watch out. If you find teacher like that, walk away. Okay? Now today, let's get into technical details. The question is, how much do you know Wing Chun 1850 Xiu Lim Tao? How much? Do you know? Or you are just like a fox here, pretend to have the power of tiger. You don't even know what the heck is the Wing Chun 1850 Xiu Lim Tao, but keeping talking like you know a lot. How much do you know Emei Zhuang? Again, it's like the same with this issue. The fox pretend to have the power of the tiger. Like my Sifu told us, you are my student, but it doesn't mean that I can fly, that you can fly. If I'm the teacher can levitate, you are not me. You better go develop your own skill. That's what my teacher, the Zen teacher, told me, the monk, okay? Or all of our classmates. That's a real teaching. So today we want to look into this. So in this YouTube of called Meat Slider Ermei Deceptions by Sifu Vic Hoti, there is a part there saying that, do you still believe in this theory, the theory of the Ermei connection? And this person saying that initial research that it had some flaw. So today I don't believe. That's what he said. Okay. So they take this as theory. Do you believe in this theory? This by itself is screw up. It's wrong. Okay. It's logical, twisted wrong. Why? If you watch this YouTube of mine, stop this one. You can see that the 1850s Wing Chun is a inheritance transmissions. It is not a theory, it's a reality, it's something exists. It is as real as today's iPhone. So iPhone is not a theory. iPhone is something exists in Silicon Valley. So when somebody is saying that, do you still believe in this theory? Are you believe in the theory of iPhone? And then people say that, oh, it had some flaws, so today I don't believe. You know that they don't know what they are talking about. Okay? Because it is iPhone. Can I say I believe the theory of iPhone? What iPhone is an iPhone. This is a real thing in the real world, like the transmissions of inheritance. It's been there, being practiced, being developed the skill for hundreds of years. Now, so continue on that. This person say this. So he said again, he is which grandmaster, student, and all kind of stuff. Okay. And then he said he no longer believe because informations he see whatever. And then he start to pick at, oh, in section one of the 1850 Shaolin Tao, you have only one of the Emei creed or whatever line. So the question is that is reality is based on your belief, the reality of Wing Chun 1850 Shaolin Tao, the inheritance, which is a reality for past hundreds of years, and the Emei Zhuang is based on your belief. Look at what the Grandmaster Fu, since he claimed that this is his teacher, go watch this YouTube, the Emei Connection, this Grandmaster Fu. Here he said that really like related. His English is not that great. He said like related. I think it's related because he said he found out 11 writing inside there is what uh, uh, is from the Emei writing. Now let's get into this. Okay, let's get into this in the details. Okay. So this guy saying that he's the teacher, he's the student of Grandmaster Hu. But Grandmaster Hu say he found evidence there. It's likely related. I think it's related. But this guy said, no, 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 he doesn't believe that. So he doesn't believe Grandmaster Hu. Now let's look into him. So this again, from here we go to the details on this believe, not believe stuff. Okay, he said you initially suggest that the 12 Zhuang contain a unique technology related in Wing Chun. What did your research find? Okay, so he said he's pointing at me. He said that person from San Jose, something like this. Okay, so it is he's talking about this. He said so he's talking about some of this snake slide worm move. Okay. And then he's saying me, okay? This don't be shy. Just say it. This Hendrik say this, okay? And then he said, got it or not, it is not what they think, okay? So he said that, for example, it is called snake arm silkworm palm. So then he do his demo and so forth. Snake arm silkworm palm. So here I question this thing. I question him directly. I put it direct question here. Snake arm seal worm palm? Really? Really? Do you know 峨眉十二庄? Or you just create your own stuff here? Well, up to here, if you guys watch me or Vic watch me, he say, Hendrik, what the heck are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Snake arm silkworm palm. So he said that Hendrik has been saying on this snake slide worm move. So I make this question is because let's get into the bottom of line of 峨眉十二庄, whether you know or not. Yesterday in this YouTube, in my YouTube, I share with you on Grandmaster Zhou Quanchuan, who is the teacher of uh, 激战法师 or monk 激战 the Buddhist monk. He is the Qigong, the grand teacher of Grandmaster Fu Yizhong. Okay, so he wrote the book here. He wrote the book here. Okay, he wrote the book here. Okay, 峨眉十二庄释密. Now let's look into the 峨眉十二庄释密. Okay, clearly here, 蛇形和涌动，蛇形涌动，蛇形涌动. Translate it into Chinese. Just to take a snapshot, okay? This 蛇形涌动, okay? This thing, okay? There's four characters. 蛇形涌动. This is 蛇形涌动. This is in his book, okay? It says sliding, worm or pupa moving. Snake sliding, worm, pupa moving. Well, this guy is saying that, well, so he take talking about this snake slide worm move, okay, whatever snake slide pupa move, and then he said it is not what they think. It is snake arm silkworm palm. Now let me ask this guy: do you know Emei Zhuang better than Grandmaster's Fu's Xigong? Who is the first one release the information out to the public? And yet he say in his book, snake sliding or snake slide worm pupa or pupa moving. Okay, you can call it worm or pupa moving. That's yong. Okay. So is that really snake arm silk palm silkworm palm? So where is this come from? Where is this silk? This is snake arm silkworm palm. Well, let's go more deeper. So Grandmaster Zhou Quanchuan, because he want to make people more understand, after writing this, he writing another book. So this is his name, Zhou Quanchuan. And here he defined it even more clearly. He said 蛇形涌动, snake sliding, worm or pop or pupa move. That's what we say, snake slide worm move. And over here, so you can read that. That's what it is. Okay, this character, are they all the same? Okay, and this character. Okay, over here he go even more extensively to define it. Remember that Grandmaster Zhou Quanchuan actually is Western scientific trained, even though he is a grandmaster on Chinese, Qigong, 峨眉十二庄, so forth. He is Western trained. He is like me, engineer. We define things. So over here, he defined. Over here, he defined in the blue. Okay, you guys can take a snapshot. Okay, you guys can take a snapshot to check it, right? So I put in the Google. Okay, you copy it, you put it in the Google. Okay, so this is in Chinese, 大的关节肘背骨腿好似蛇形 like the snake sliding. 小的关节 small joints like your wrist, your finger, your spine, your neck is like the pupa or won't move. So Google right away, say large joints of elbow, arm, thigh, legs, like a snake's. Okay, so snake slide. Small joint of wrist, finger, spine, neck, and like pupas. Okay, the pupas moving. Where is this snake arm sit palm? So let me tell you this. Just because of this, I know he don't know. I know he never developed the kung fu because he doesn't know a very basic of 峨眉十二庄. Am I say it? Yes, based on Grandmaster Zhou Chuan, who override Grandmaster Fu, override Grandmaster Jizan, because he is the guy. So 峨眉十二庄 passed until him and then it spread out. This is the guy. That's why you need his book, you need his definition. It's good that he is Western scientific educate. So this is what it is. Sorry, there's no snake arm womb palm. Now, so I say he doesn't understand, he doesn't know, and he will never develop his Emei training. He doesn't have the basic. Now, you ask me to prove, right? I'm going to prove to you in front of your eyes. So let me get into the Chan Zen Buddhism, okay? Because he like to talk about he is the student of Grandmaster Fu, and Grandmaster Fu's the teacher Ji Zhan is the Zen patriarch or whatever. Let's get into the song enlightenment, the Zen poetry. Here he said, being is not being is. Non-being is not non-being. Miss this by a hair and you are off by 1,000 miles. Understand it, the dragon girl instantly attained Buddhahood. Misunderstand it, the greatest scholar fall into hell. So there's a story in the Saddha Pundarika or the Lotus Sutta. It said that an 8-year-old, a little girl, an 8-year-old little girl, because he heard the proper teaching, instantly he attains the Buddhahood, enlightenment. And then there is another scholar, a monk. Okay, there's a greater scholar. The Buddha said the arhat level, and he take it wrongly. And then he complained the Buddha did not tell truth. Well, it is him who misunderstand the entire thing. So at the time, he complained that Buddha said Buddha is lying or everything. His body like burning because hatred get out from his body, and his body like burning. He fall into the burning hell. So you miss a breath of the snake's slide worm move, get into the snake arms silkworm palm, you dead because this called snake arm silkworm palm. Hello. This is what it say here. Okay, Google Translate. Large joint, elbow, arm, thigh, legs is like the snake sliding. Small joints like wrist, like your fingers, spine, neck, like a pupa move. Does it get anything to do with your silkworm palm and snake arm? So you miss a little bit of that is guaranteed you fall into hell. So you don't believe me, everybody don't believe. Maybe Vic will say, well, Hendrik, you are full of it, blah, blah, blah. Let me share with you. As you know, in this YouTube, go watch it. Russell, Russell, at year 2000, around 2000, early 2000, went to see Grandmaster Fu. And Grandmaster Fu give him a private lesson. So this is what he got in the private lessons. He developed that. Now, this is exactly as the Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan show the handling of the entire body. Okay? Your body, your entire body move, that's called snake slide, the worm or pupa move. So you look at that, every part of a body is moving. You look at his arm move, his finger move, and everything is moving. That is the snake slide pupa move. And it's just one lesson, actually a few lessons with Grandmaster Fu. He trained, he got it. That's what it is. Now look at this guy. Okay, so this is 20 early 2000, year 2000. And when this video is take is in like the early mid 2000. This guy. Well, look at it again. So does he follow Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan's teaching of Emei 12 He's the real gatekeeper, the gatekeeper. Does he follow Grandmaster Fu's teaching? Look at, is this a body? Is this an entire body move? Of course not. Why? Because he trapped inside his snake arm uh, silkworm palm. As here it said right away, understood it, the dragon girl instantly attained the Buddhahood. How difficult it is. You go to Grandmaster Fu, like Russell, you really understand it, you really practice it, you attain it. That is the Emei Zhuang snake slide worm move, the very fundamental, the foundation of it. As for this guy, he misunderstand it, he create his own stuff, so-called snake arm silkworm palm. What? The great scholar fall into hell. He will never ever develop it. To see is to believe. And actually, this morning, because there are so many old timer chat contacted me, let me share with you a part of our chat. So this old timer saying that Jim is just talking about segmental of the arm and palm movement, which is disintegrate from the rest of the body. He doesn't understand that the energy force has to arise from the feet ball through the other six joints of the body to animate the arm, palm, and the fingers. And then say, look at it closely. When he moves his arm, does it have shoulder blade or stuck at shoulder? Go look at it and look at Russell to compare. And so the answer come back, he has absolutely no shoulder blade handling. I say, how about Russell? Yes, Russell have the shoulder blade and the rest of the seven ball handling. Look at him. Does his shoulder blade hand moving? Every joint, you go watch it. He said every joint on his arm is moving. Sorry. Here it said clearly, this is a snake slide and one move. It says it clearly, your shoulder and your shoulder blade. How it is called the 通背劲. 通背劲 is penetrate the both arm, okay? From this arm, the force flow penetrate to the other arm the via the shoulder blade transfer. Look at this again. Look at Russell again. You see his left and right body. So when he do something, even this hand is not moving, you look at how the entire body is moved, the shoulder blade and so forth moving. What he's doing? Well, that is his own words. Snake arm, silkworm palm. While Zhou Chuan is telling you the entire body. Uh, Grandmaster Fu Weizhong is teaching for the entire body. So as what I say, he is like the misunderstand it, the greatest scholar fall into hell. Okay. So continue on this, right? So I asked him, look it closely. When he move his arm, does he have shoulder blade or stuck at shoulder? Go look at it and look at Russell to compare. And he said he has absolutely no shoulder blade handling. How about Russell? Yes, Russell have the shoulder blade and the rest of the seven ball handling, the entire body handle. That's Emei Zhuang. Because Russell is trained by Grandmaster Fu. Okay. So I asked, does Jim has finger force flow or just moving his finger? So the answer back, just moving fingers. Russell in Hermes, next slide, one move. Okay, go exam. Does he have seven ball shoulder blade handling and forceful reach the finger? Say yes, he does. Look at it. I make that YouTube. Go look at it. Okay, that's what the reality is. So I said, see, Emei Shuazhong habit too, it is how skillful one is. People, your opponent will analyze you. Can talk bullshit, act like a pro, but no kung fu. It is idiotic to act like a pro. Your opponent is going to analyze your mechanic and break you. People can see you through. Well, this is old timer friend. And then I say here, see, the Emei Shuazhong has it too. Okay. He replied, so I wonder why Jim didn't get it from Grandmaster Fu since he studied with him. Well, if you don't have Russell here, people will think that what the heck is a Grandmaster Fu is teaching? Okay? It end up that it is not Grandmaster Fu, it's somebody else living in his own fantasy. Okay? Snake arm silkworm palm, which is not the teaching of the Hermes Zhuang. The inheritance is not like that. Zhou Chuan is not like that. Grandmaster Fu is not like that. Well, I mean, a few lessons he can tell Russell that way. So he said that. So I wondering why Jim didn't get it from Grandmaster Fu since he studied with him. So, so I said, no Sifu can force you to practice. No Sifu can ask you to, oh yeah, you know have to think this way, mindfulness. I mean, how can you force any student who want to go his own way? So this old timer said, I think Jim just like the attention that he is authority on something different than the rest of the Wing Chun world. is not prevail for, but he doesn't put in work to get the genius skill. That that would explain why he didn't get the lower spine handling when he come out to train with you in San Jose 15 years ago. This is old timer. I don't want to drop name here. They know is his body open up or not. They know that his lower spine handling is problem. Well, if you look at this, the last joint, elbow, arm, thigh, leg, all you involving, and then here the spine. Okay, so here, right? Last joint of elbow, arm, thigh, legs, slide like a snake's. Small joint of wrist, finger, spine, neck, moving like a pupa. If you continue one to thinking that you are right, you are 100% right, you are whatever the mightier, and always a snake arm, xiang muk palm, how the hell are you going to move your spine? How the hell are you going to handle your spine? People can see you. So that's why I said James Choice. And now make YouTube at like pro target to destroy Wing Chun 1850. Yet doesn't know people analyze him. How could he one be kidding? This old timer can analyze him, right? People can analyze him. Anybody in my level or all this old timer level can look at you and say, do you have it or not? So asking this guy, or do you still believe in the theory? And he said, well, today I don't believe on an inheritance. Sorry, it's off topic. You don't even know what you're asking. And then talking about this Emei belief, which aligns where Grandmaster Fu already say related. What does it show? He's in his own living his own belief on Emei he doesn't even know. Okay, so prove it to me. And he said, well, the person from San Jose. Now the person from the San Jose tell you after 15 years you're wasting your time, living in your own fantasy, trap it in your own dream. Okay, never can never learn. And this is Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan in books, and this is from Grandmaster Fu Weizhong. So what do you learn? What have you learned? You don't know the basic. Well, what is the rest? So in this YouTube, I share with you, Wing Chun 1850 is a hybrid of the Shaolin and the Emei Zhuang. So here, in the sticking body short strike Wing Chun, okay, in the Shaolin Classic, in order to fight this way, you have to be able, okay, in order to stick at your opponent, fighting this sticking range, touching range, you have to be from the top of your head to your bottom of your feet, talking and talking, rotating, spiraling for defense and for attack and counter attack. And then you have the 峨眉十二桩, which is further refine the body and mind energy of the forearm handling, meaning that your torque and so forth. So this is my inheritance. I make it in this YouTube already. This is the Wing Chun 1850. Look at the body torque. Okay. I even said that the breathing, how it moves. Watch out, watch that YouTube. There's a force flow from bottom up there. Pay attention to my finger. The entire thing turn and then shoot out. That's your Biuji, your Wing Chun Biuji. Okay? So you go watch this YouTube if you're really interested. That is Wing Chun 1850. That is the teaching of Yit Kam. Look at it again. Look at how the body twerking, hybriding the Shaolin short strike body type and the Emei refining with this snake slide warm move become this. It is a hybrid. It's not Emei 12 So go watch it. That's what it is. Okay. Now look into this. You look at his palm. He's moving his palm, not the finger shoot out the exerting the jing, the Puji jing out. Or in Emei 12 you have to have this moving so that your qi will flow to your fingers. Just look at him. He's just playing with his palm. So he said this already. Snake arm, silkwood palm got nothing to do with fingers. Well, Zhou Qianchuan say clearly. Small joint like wrist, fingers, spine, neck. So you know, he don't know 峨眉十二桩. Even the basic, he cannot do it. His body show, he cannot handle his shoulder blade. Well, Russell, as here everybody can see, okay? And also the finger, okay? Does Jim has his force flow to the finger? He's just moving his palm and the fingers. Who are you kidding? So you want to play expert and say the Wing Chun 1850 Shulin Tao is the theory. You want to play expert to make a justification that the 峨眉十二桩 contain a unique technology reflects in Wing Chun. What is your research find now? And then you say, oh, this is the San Jose that guy. And then it's not what they think. So who is the one who don't know? You know what? It is really sad. You know what? It is really sad. Russell went to see Grandmaster Fu around 2000, year 2000. Got it right away. And because I study the Yikam Xiulin Tao, the 1850, that's why I explained to you last time. I want Russell go there so I can compare note. So when I don't understand anything, I want to see in the direct way. What is it? Even though I have the writing of Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan, I have the writing of Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan. And then this is the pressure thing. I want to see how is that the practice so you can have a verifications. So Russell come back and I say, okay, this match, that need to be tuned. This is from Shaolin, the talking. That is from Emei. Very clear. Now you have a person claim to be the student of Grandmaster Fu Weizhong, being there for decades, and still he do not get the very basic of the snake slide worm move, which is the teaching of the Emei Shi Zhuang, the very basic teaching, as you see in the book of over here. How sad it is. You're wasting life. That's why, again, I told you already. Our ancestor told us if you're not mindful, your mind is not straight, your heart is not straight, your entire life wasted. And if you're keeping this hiding behind powerful like Grandmaster Fu Weizhong, you don't learn thing. You just learn to talk your way. And this is really a really pity error to make. Okay? When people don't notice all this small detail basic. So back to this. So every details, okay, we know every detail. This is a martial art, this is a qigong, this is no Hendrix cult or Hendrix religion. So back to this. On his belief, I don't believe it anymore. I don't believe it anymore. Okay. I don't believe it anymore. Oh, the Emei Shi Zhuang is only he's picking at only, oh, there's only one sentence, two sentence of Emei within the 1850 Shilin Tao. Well, of course, it is a hybrid. I just explained to you. But does he understand what is going on? No. One sentence, two sentence mean that you have no idea what you're talking about. Grandmaster Fu, his English is not good. No, just listen to him say really like a related. So he said that. Okay, he based on certain thing to say something. It's not like I believe. Do you know what it is? No. Let me share with you. For example, the first creed of the 1850 修炼套, 极意会神评鉴党. Okay, 极意会神评鉴党. In English, focus the intention union with the awareness while standing the equal shoulder stance. If you look at Zhou Quanchuan in this book, it said 气平正立平坚党. So the last three character is the same. The first four is the different. The last three is the same. The first four is different. So I ask you a questions. So is this creed of the Emei Shi fit the creed of the writing of the 1850 Xu Lin Tao? Does it? Yes or no? Or the guy who only looking at the Chinese character will say, no, 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 only three character out of seven character. But if you have that level, if you have your kung fu have up to that level, you know they are the same. Why? Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. In 峨眉十二庄, it said 气平正立. Okay, you have a balanced breathing, and you stood properly. So here So Grandmaster Zhou Chuan is a very great guy, because he had this Western scientific education. That's why he wrote all the details. So he tell you how to do it. So breathing. So he tell you all the breathing. If you watch my YouTube a few days ago, I talking about the breathing have four type. Okay, the windy breathing, the suffocate or panting breathing, the common breathing, and the subtle breathing. You know what? If you get into samadhi, subtle breathing and your mind actually is a coin of is a two faces of a coin, the same coin. So the Emei 12 it wrote down 气平正力, the breathing. Like if I call this coin a coin, I can say I can name this coin this face of the coin. The guy who develop, create, compose this Wing Chun 1850s. It is describing the other side of the coin. It's like there's no sifu will tell you that you have to do exactly as what I do. No. You say that it's about the breathing, I say it's about the mind. Because when the mind settle, the breathing settle. When the breathing settle, the mind settle. What is important is this: 平肩党 equals shoulder stand. That is the key of the Emei. Now, that is what? That is your 一级 kamyong Over here, it talk about how you handle your leg. It told you how to handle your chi meridians, your meridians here, your channel. Okay, you see that there's a channel here. There's the channel here. That is the channel here. That is the thing, the key thing. Okay. So talk about that. Your weight is in the yang side. Okay. That's why we call today what? 一级 kamyong ma. So it is this what we want. Talk about all this meridian stuff. So is this first line the same with this 峨眉十二庄 first line? Sure. Because the important thing is the 平肩党. People who have Kung Fu know. How? Simple. How do I test it? I get you a quinquit. You tell me, you give me the instruction like the Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan. I sit on it. I get into the physiological state. And then I get into what my Sifu taught me in the 1850 Shaolin Pao. I get into that state. I use that physiological state to compare. Is it the same experience? That's how it is. Now I'm saying this is not that I want to show off what type of kung fu I have, or how far I have been. No, I'm not. I just tell you that this is how the Chinese practice kung fu. And yet, if you have a person, don't even follow the teaching and get his own snake arm silkworm palm, it's hopeless. He doesn't know anything. And that's why I keeping picking of one sentence, two sentence, is the only 11 sentence, this sentence. Who cares is 11 or 3 or 1? If you don't get this, if you don't verify the first sentence. If you don't get this, you don't experience it, you not be able to get into the physiological states. Guess what? You don't have a 意志感用嘛? You can develop it. So by knowing this, by knowing what described by Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan, you break through right away. Okay? It's not like are you learning Chinese, elementary school Chinese or what? Counting words, counting sentence. Do you know what is under it? Do you know what is the physiological state, the six core element state, the body, the mind, the breathing, the chi flow, the force flow, the momentum states? You don't. And what to believe, what do not believe? You have no idea what is what. How can you make any judgment? So it's like this. The Emei Zhuang teaching is the entire body. You're talking about the arm and your palm and your palm. Well, then that's why the old timer remember you. That will explain why he didn't get the lower spine handling when he come out to train with you in San Jose 15 years ago. You wasted 15 years and then you still here thinking that you're top of the world. And then you make a YouTube. You make a YouTube. You make a YouTube. I'm going to debunk Hendrik Santo. I'm going to debunk the Erme connection. And then you get Vic put here, stepping at the snakes. How sad it is. How sad it is. So again, it's like this. Misunderstand it. The greatest scholar fall into hell. You trapped there. You never develop the kung fu. You don't know what is Emei Zhuang. You don't know what is the Wing Chun 1850. You don't know. When you don't have the basic, even the really simple 以及 you don't even know that what is this. Okay? Now that's reality. This is by evidence. Okay? So anybody want to know what is this 1850 Shaolin Tao passing down my Yigam is like this. Just go look at Gu Chaihua. Can he do this kind of thing? Or he's just climbing the hell out himself? Can he exert the strength and everything, the chi flow, everything? No. Why? We can read people, as this old timer have shown you. There are many of them working with me. Okay? So it is a pity. It is a sad thing. This channel is education. I don't hate anybody. I just hope that they change. You lose 15 years. Go change it. Human can screw up very silly way, but change it. It's not too late. Now, so here Vic say this. This isn't about ego and drama, rather facts and truth. You see the facts and truth now. Remember, energy may never die, but sneaky always will. So ask a question, who is the real snake hero? Who is one? By the way, okay, you look at his body, Vic's body. This type of body is like a weightlifter bodybuilding, muscle building type of body. It never is a Mei body. It never is the Mei body. It never is the snake slide wormwood body. It never is the snake like wormwood and the twerking, sticking body, short strike body. The BUG will not shoot out to the finger. Just look at him. Now, I'm not putting down him. All these joints, all this muscle, it is not that. It's not the Wing Chun 1850. Remember the female art? The female art, the female art, the soft art. It's not. It's not this. It never developed this kind of thing. It never is going to develop something like that. So, so Vic say here, this isn't about ego or drama, rather facts and the truth. Remember, energy may never lie, but snake oil always will. So who is the one who lies here? Based on all this evidence from all the grandmaster writing, up to now, I didn't even have my opinion. I just following what the thing the grandmaster teach and you develop the kung fu. Remember yesterday I said that in that YouTube? I say that I am not doing research. I just follow what the Sifu teach to develop the kung fu. I'm not like this guy. He's talking about some of these snake crane snake life move. No, it's not what they are thinking for. It's called snake arm silkworm palm. You're not doing 峨眉十二桩. You are doing your own stuff. Call it gym kung fu. Don't call it 峨眉十二桩 because 峨眉十二桩 do not have snake arm silkworm palm. This is Grandmaster's Zhou Quanchuan writing. This is all Grandmaster Zhou Quanchuan writing. Okay? It's an inheritance. So if Vic is watch this. As yesterday I talked about Seijo. Somebody said, "Oh, Henry, you just still give Seijo credit." Well, whatever when people do good, we give credits. We don't just because I hate you. So you're all wrong. You're all wrong. No, I mean whatever right you say is right. If it's not about ego or drama, facts and truth, and energy may never dry, it's time for Vic to think seriously. Think about what Gu Chaiwa fit him. Think about what Jim Rosarendo fit him. Okay? Compare with like Gu Chaiwa talk about all this, all so many things. But what is the real in writing inheritance? Jim Rosarendo can talk whatever he want on the Grandmaster Fu or whatever, but what is written here by the grand teacher of Grandmaster Fu Wizhong? This is what is I based on. Okay. So you guys might ask me, Vic, they say, well, Hendrik, you say if you're doing right, if you're right, show me. What do you have and blah blah blah. Well, okay, let's pull out an example. This is almost 10 years now. I purposely pull a 10-year because yesterday I share with you this thing which is 10 years ago on 10 years ago on Jim Rosarendo. So this is from a person who fought. I don't want to drop name here. A very respected Wing Chuner who fought in MMA for decades already. Okay. Today will be much more than decade. At that time, it's already quite a few time, a few years, okay, or a decade already. So it's decades veteran. So this is what he said when he studied the six core element. Okay, I was going to post the 6 13 3 group, but I thought I would run by you first as it not directly Wing Chun related, but 6 13 3 wise I thought. Basically, I haven't rolled or trained BJJ for 6 months for a number of reasons, including injury. This year has been a slow progression forward in understanding my body better, and the six core element 6 13 3 understanding is massive helping that. Basically, I wrote yesterday. Consciously and subconsciously, I approach it with no thought of technique, but of listen to my body and what giving force against my body. I roll 30 minutes non-stop against the blue and purple belt and tap and feel comfortable against everyone. The winning isn't important at all, but the differences was ridiculous. I could feel what was affecting me where on my body adjust to control and the submissions just appeared. Some I have never even done before or drill. My body literally feel it was wanting to go to the correct place without my mind getting in the way. I could delink the sequence of sequence. I could delink and sequence my body with ease and ding blow of gas, which after 6 months of against top bell for 30 minutes, it is ridiculous. It's genuinely feel that 6 13 3 apply to a different art. I know this, but I now can really see the individual element, how they apply mind, body, breathing, chi, and then the force of BJJ through force flow and momentum handling, wrist slapping. I thought this may interest, but I feel should show you. I thought this my interest, but I felt I should show you first my best and doing observation for today. More than anything, the connection between mind body was fluid and understandable. Neither got in the way or constricted the other capacity to work correctly. They work separately and together at the same time. This is reality. Why it happened? Six core element, as what I said, because it is the Wing Chun 1850s. It is that training, and in the Wing Chun 50s, you have what? You have the snake slide worm moving there to condition your body. That's why he be able to do this. That's why he be able to do this. Okay. I know this, but I can really see the individual element and how they apply mind, body, breathing, chi. Okay. And then my body literally felt it was wanting to go correct place without my mind getting in the way. I could delink and sequence my body with ease. That's what it is. Is it Hendrik a grandmaster or any kind of bullshit of best fighter or best coach? No. I just share with you the world. What is the ancient Chinese, the Wing Chun body conditioning? 1850 Wing Chun. This person is a very respectable person. I love him. And years ago, he asked me, "Well, Hendrik, can I go teach the 6 13 3 to everybody?" I said, "Yeah, go teach it. Don't ask me. And you teach it. It's your effort. You take the money. You deserve it. You spend your time to teach your student good, and you make the money. I mean, what got to do with me? I'm just a conduit. I just a conduit, a water pipe, so that to make sure the water pass through. So that's what it is. There is no such thing as you have the chi, I have the qi gong, but you know what? You're completely doing wrong, and then you completely invent your own stuff called snake arm, silkworm palm. How the hell are you going to face like the BJJ and MMA? How? You're living in fantasy, like this Gu Choi Wa guy. Sure, you have people who comply to it is good, but can does it work in the different art in the different non-comply situation like this one? It doesn't. Why we know it doesn't? Because it's violating the science of the Chinese martial arts. What the teacher, the Sifu taught you, you don't go learn, you don't think, you just go your own way, like the fox who this fox stuff, like this fox stuff, the fox pretend. Yeah, you feel good. Well, yeah, but you're a fox, you're not a tiger. You need to transform into a tiger. And I'm not interested to be a fox. And then start to pointing finger. This is right. That is wrong. I don't believe anymore. This is not true. And then you step on the snake. You say, well, it is not true. Okay, now are you going to expose you, Hendrik? You are just a fox. Do you know what a tiger is like? All this evidence. Okay. Again, I say I'm not some kinds of a best fighter, grandmaster. I'm nobody. I just tell you, I just pull the curtain to let everybody see, hey man, wake up, man. So if it's not about ego and drama, think clearly. I just tell to one of his mutual friends, I said, you better tell him that he have to watch out. The people tell you the truth, or they lie, or they even tell you things which is they themselves have no idea, like selling a snake, emperor's new dress. You want to waste your life on that? It's pity, isn't it? So there's a song, the theme from Mahagoni. Do you know where you're going to? This I when I heard this song is 1975. Now it's 50 years later. Time so fast. At that time, I'm just 17-year old. No, 15-year old. 15-year old. 15, 16-year old. When I heard this. At that time, I was in high school. I trained Kyokushin. I trained Wing Chun with Grandmaster Cho Hong Choi. And I'm keeping thinking, what is Wing Chun? What is this about? The Kyokushin, when can we go, say, tournament, open tournament in Japan? And asking, see, if, the 15-year-old, how much the 15-year-old know, right? Asking very naive question. And then say, oh, I want to go to Silicon Valley because I love electronic design. I want to meet the guru of design there in Silicon Valley. Now, already 50 years later, I go through all the thing already. That's why I give this song to Vic. Do I blame him? No, I don't. Well, everybody young, everybody can do wrong thing, but you can change, right? I'm a Buddhist. I'm not somebody that nail people. I don't hate people forever. I don't hold grudges. So I give this to Vic and all the people, even including Seijo. Do you know where you are going to? Do you like the thing that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for when you look behind you? There's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Now I look behind. I'm retired. Maybe I'm gonna live until tomorrow. Maybe I live 10 years more. Maybe I live 20 years more. what I'm hoping for. What are you guys hoping for? What are you guys, young people, looking for? You want the truth of Wing Chun? You want the Kung Fu? Is it how to get it? When you make that, there's that YouTube, you're like the what? You're like the cultural evolution of China. The Wing Chun 1850s, the writing wiped out completely in China. So that's why the Cho family no longer have it. Nobody have it anymore. It's a very sad thing. Right now in Malaysia, no more either. You get people like Gu Chai talking nonsense, make believe. It's no longer there. So what what are you looking for? What are you hope for? Do you know? Asking that questions. So this is to share with you all today, all Wing Chuners. Let's ask the questions. No, none of us are saint or God. We screw up, we can change, It's just a matter of change to better. You screw up this, you just change it, then you got it. You want to learn in Emei Zhuang, get to the proper thing, like Russell, one or two class, you learn it. You want to learn the Wing Chun 1850s, put the attention on it, like the old timer, they learn it. How difficult is this? So as what I say, this channel is for educations. I don't blame people. I don't holding grudges and everything. I just hope everybody change. Why? Because only everybody change to positive that that Wing Chun can be better. Or else it's a dead end. Like right now, you can see a lot of folks pretend to be tiger. And then you put this YouTube out, like I say, it's like the cultural evolutions. You just go pick up your parents, your grandparents, put it in the public area, and then you say you are wrong, you are fake. I don't believe on you anymore. You all this. How many parents get killed by their own kids at the cultural evolutions? How many things destroyed? There's a doctor living beside me in San Jose from Fasan told me. He said that he told me what happened in the cultural revolutions in Fasan. You don't want to know it. It's sad. It's inhuman. We live in a democratic country. Even now, China is much, much, much better. Everybody have their strength. Everybody be able to contribute good thing. Like even Jim. How long do him have to still want to wait? If I'm him, I just hop the plane to China to go see Grandmaster Fu Weizhong. Say, okay, I shut up. I clean my plate, my tea cup. Teach me from the beginning. If you really want the art, not some other title and everything. Well, yesterday another old timer, Wing Chun old timer, told me. He said, Hendrik, come on, you are well doing. Since you are kids, you are well doing. You born in a well-to-do family. You're a rich kid. Right now, you're a rich kid. You have all the money you want and everything. You have all the time. That's why you can go study whatever. How about other people who make money, have to do this and that? So I told him, I said, there's nothing wrong to make money, but make sure be having integrity. Only do what you really sure. And whatever not sure about other people, don't say it because you're going to create damage. Okay? That's how it is. And sure, I'm different than everybody because when I listen to that song, Do You Know Where You're Going To? I'm just interested to find out what happened is this. Or Emei, snake slide one move. I want to know what it is. Or using the short finger, how for the jabbing, for fast probing, how for the breaking the body's the seal. So the big guy will have a protection body, how to break it through with a short jing, with a short finger. Those are what I'm interested. I never interested to be a grandmaster or open a school or anything. In fact, my teacher, like Venerable Fa Chan, the student of Seiko Cham in Singapore, Southeast Asia, asked me to go become a monk. Venerable Xuan Hua, the Zen patriarch, said, "Go to be a monk." I still remember, at I'm 16 years old, Grandmaster Venerable Buddhist monk Fa Chan told me this. Henrik, you read so much Buddhist sutra, you no longer suitable for the society because you don't live there. Your This is what he said to me. Your grandfather, your family is rich. They are businessmen. You read so much sutra, you investigate on this, you no longer can do what they do in the business world. So why don't you be a monk? So he told my mom told my grandmother, my grandmother flipped out and then asking me, "Hey, Henry, you want to be a monk?" I said, "No, I want to go to America." This Zen patriarch Xuan Hua asked me, "So do you want to be a monk?" So I went back to Iowa State University at that time, and then I studied there, and then I go married. I don't want to be a monk, but I want to know what the heck's going on. So today, after listening to that song, Do You Know Where You're Going To? I really suggest everybody think about it. What you don't, what, where you want to go. And if you do something wrong, change it. You deserve the best for yourself. I mean, there's everybody, other people put down on this lineage or that lineage important. It's not important. It's you. Do you develop that skill if you love Wing Chun? If you love Emei Zhejiang, have you developed that skill? If you love to be a billionaire, have you go there? Don't waste your life. Time is short. Finally, I want to tell you from last September until a few days ago, three of my close friends have passed away. Uh, this few days ago, my classmate from Venerable Shenhua's class had passed away. How long will we wait?